How you're doing? This is Macasey and
Leila
and
Malachi
and
Aziza.
and yeah. Good night, and we are back for another episode of the vlog where we do a challenge. Well, the challenge is to do a video vlog every day for the month of August, and we are on episode number
26.
26. So we're on 26. That means we have roughly 5 more to go on this particular one. But we're definitely going to be, we will be continuing. I know that we've been getting a lot of feedback on me continuing mine, definitely, and Aziza on doing hers. And we'll talk in today's vlog about the progress that we've made, what we've been doing, and how we're coming up with her particular, the concept behind her videos, or what content is going to be on her channel. Before we do that though, I just, like I said, it's really funny how things happen, and how sometimes it really shows that we're really not in control of anything, really. So after the video we did yesterday, which was our longest video, I think it went for like about 17 minutes. I remember when Aziza was making a comment about the laptop, should have mentioned that I was watching some basketball silliness. Shout out to Ebony. And I said it wasn't silliness, it was playoffs. And she was talking about that, and it was silly. And in my mind I was like, how could she make basketball or the actual playoffs sound like it was silly or meaningless? And as we could see today, at this point in time, most, if not most, some of you will know that the NBA would have actually postponed their matches today, the playoff games today, as a form of protest with respect to some of the things that were happening in and I just went blank there for a second. But it's in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and there's a place about 45 minutes away. Kenosha, I believe, is the name of that municipality or city, where an incident would have taken place, and after that there was a rally last night, and there was a shooting, and I think a lot of things culminated with causing the players to make the step that they made, and then basically making the game itself kind of meaningless. So not kind of silliness in a season's mind, but meaningless, because a lot of the players and the coaches or administration were like, there are more important things to be for folks to be thinking about with respect to the issues that were happening there. And it had me thinking about, just the fact that, okay, yes, I'm here in Trinidad and Tobago, and for the most part we're removed from a lot of these issues that are taking place in the United States, even though I went to school there and spent some time there, I have family and friends across there. And then it had me thinking, okay, yes, I'm removed, so I'm not directly affected by it, but it shouldn't stop me from one, being aware, two, having solidarity, and at least three, making myself informed and informing those who are close and important to me, these children here. And like I tell other individuals all the time, we don't have any problem with supporting football teams, so we could talk about Chelsea all day, or the fact recently that Messi wanted to activate his exit clause to leave Barcelona, and that was discussed and ventilated globally, or even like I said, the playoff games and Luka Doncic, or what's happening with PG-13 or the Lakers, whatever the case, whatever it is, we don't have a problem involving ourselves or consuming these things that are still foreign. But if we then wanted to then look at or discuss or be aware of what was happening to us that may have an impact on us, individuals seem to want to shy away from that, shun it, or sometimes stick their head in the sand and say, okay, well, this isn't happening to me, it doesn't happen to me, and it doesn't matter. And that's so far away from the truth. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere, and we need to really take, like I said, just really be aware understand what is happening and be informed for the most part. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and just really say that, you know, we will continue, and I will continue to do my part in ensuring that I am informed, that I'm able to inform my children about the world in which we live and how we're able to maneuver. I was telling individuals that when I was in Houston, I kept my accent, so it never changed. I never said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna somehow use an American accent to talk as if I'm from there. Partly because I was proud of the way I spoke, and I didn't see the need to change it. But then one of the reasons I did it as well, because in my mind I was like, when I saw sometimes how individuals would treat African Americans, I used to be like, okay, Makis, you know what? Maybe when they hear you speak and they realize that you're not from there, they may treat you differently. I thought that, honestly. And yeah, it didn't make a difference. Because before you say anything, it's what they see. So an individual sees you, and then based on what they see, they would have, you know, all of these preconceived notions or ideas about what your skin color would be associated with. So I grew up in, it's unfortunate, but it's the reality. And as a result of that, I mean, I look at my children here as well and their complexion and know that, you know, it may come a time where, you know, where they're exposed to something like that without having a true understanding as to why this is happening. So I really need to go through the process of keeping them informed. And you know, this is me, this is not me trying to tell people what they should do with their family, with themselves, or anything like that. I'm just showing, you know, my particular view on it, and that's about it. So that's it on that particular topic for now. But since we have the children here, they wanted to be in the vlog for a little bit, so I just want to find out from Malachi. How are you?
Good.
How was your day today?
Good.
Good? You behave?
Yes.
For the most part?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're trying to be better?
Yes.
Yes. And what would you like to share with our viewers today? You want to tell them anything? You want to tell them about what you like and what you don't like? Look at the camera. You want to look at the camera? So you can tell them that, you know, you recently turned 5. You're going to be in, well, you're supposed to be going into big school just now, but will be online for a little bit. And that you like to spend time with your sister Layla. Yeah? And that you like to suck your finger, so you're sucking your finger on the camera for the world to see. That's your choice, you know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's go off to Layla a little bit. Hi Layla.
Hello.
And how are you doing?
Good.
Alright, and you want to share anything with us or the viewers tonight?
Yes.
Go ahead.
In 2 more weeks is my birthday.
In 2 more weeks, it's your birthday. So if you think about 2 more weeks from today, you're talking about September the 8th, the
9th.
10th, the
9.
That's right, September the 9th. And you will be turning?
8.
8, that's right. Amen and amen. So happy about that. And we hope that you have a great birthday in 2 weeks' time. Whoa! So we had a little technical difficulty there. We just want to apologize for that. So back to what we were talking about. So as we said, so like I said, what we would have done so far, we definitely started to come up with ideas for the name of the channel. We looked at doing a intro video. So we looked at several fonts, images, styles. Her intro is actually better than mine. It has, you know, some nice little graphics involved in it. We also looked at, and this was very important to me, how the channel is managed. So I realized that there's a way where under my account you could create several channels, and I still wanted to have some level of responsibility and security on it, because, and I know you guys wouldn't really know this, but as a result of starting up the channel and then getting more views or more subscriptions, etc., started to get a lot of spam and sometimes a lot of emails of very, you know, weird or peculiar nature, where in my mind I'm like, okay, I could see what's happening here, and it's one of those things where, you know, as a responsible parent, you really don't want to be exposing your children to any and everything, especially on the internet. So there's a responsibility. Yes, Malachi? What's that? When are we going to finish? You're tired already, you're bored. We're going to be here for about 5 more minutes, alright? you sign up for this and you're gonna have to stay here. So folks, you see what we have to deal with here sometimes. But anyway, but yeah, just we started to look at the security aspects of the vlog and what we have to do based on the concept that we're going with. Ensure that we have enough content to make a pretty good series. I think we may do it where we have seasons, so maybe we could do 10 episodes a season, 10 or 12, and then mix it up. 12?
No, yeah, 12, the counting 12.
Because it's turning 12. So we can look at that for the episodes. And there's one other thing. Oh, and like I said, proof of concept. So what I can say without giving out too much on the channel, just say about share a little bit with you all. For folks who do follow me on Instagram, you all would know that a year ago, or maybe even more than a year ago, I would have done a little bit of a kind of expose on exotic fruits, and sometimes we'll call it exotic, but for some of you all, it's not exotic, it's common fruit and everything like that. And it was it got really good feedback, and it got a lot of good interactions. And we are looking, and that is actually going to be used, so we could use that as a type of proof of concept to say, well, because we saw a particular level, like you said, activity and attention and interaction with this particular series when I did those type of videos and pictures online, that is a good area to fit in conceptually, and then to marry in with Aziza and her personal side, which we could even talk about in another video. So we really zoom in on you and interview you, and we'll talk about an interview, and we'll talk about why Aziza, why this particular idea or concept, and then how we really see it working. You know, so that's what we've been doing for the last couple of days. So slowly but surely we've been making progress, even though it's vacation and even though it's warm, and even though we're trying not to do a lot of work because we're doing post SCA stuff. So that's that. So Marley just wants to suck your finger in the whole video. It goes on one. Oh my goodness. Alright. So clearly folks, this is a sign to wrap up. We definitely want to thank you for continuing to view the vlog with us, and like I said, thank you very much. We got an email from YouTube yesterday that had a lot of confetti and stuff in the email. It spoke about a lot of the analytics, how many views, how many hours, how many new subscribers, and basically encouraging us to go on, and we would not have gotten that email if it's not for viewers like you. So we just want to say thank you very much for that. Namaste. And so at this stage, we normally talk about our health segment, our health exit. Oh, and before I say that, before Aziza goes, I just want to say you realize now that even from the health briefing today, the minister plus / the CMO, they would have released more information with respect to health practices, especially when you're coming home. How to with respect to taking off your clothes, sanitizing your keys, your wallets, all of these things. So if you folks haven't seen it, definitely look out for that, and maybe I could include that when we're talking about this as far as regulation. So floor is yours, Izzy, go ahead.
I would like Layla to help me.
Okay.
So Layla can go first and I'll follow.
Alright Layla, so go ahead. Make sure to wear your mask. Let's talk about that.
Make sure to wear your mask when you go other places, and please sanitize your hands when you cannot wash them. With
distance.
And wash your hands with soap and water.
Very good. Thank you very much, Layla. Go ahead, Zizi.
As I said, wear your mask, remember that physical social distance, remember to wash your hands with warm water and soap. If you don't have access to warm water and soap, well, if you don't have access to soap and water at the time, you use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol in it. And you remember to sanitize frequently touched objects and surfaces. Remember to sanitize grocery bags, letters, tables, doorknobs, the frequently touched stuff. And
yeah, that's about it for now, but we'll check it
oh,
out.
and remember if it is necessary, to wear sometimes wear a mask in the house.
Okay then. So folks, that's all for now. Do have a good evening, and God willing, we'll see you all tomorrow. So bye bye everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.